Namaskar, Bhola Kumar Sona, the CBI man. You know that time to time I uploaded the things related to the chocolate bakery and ice cream industry. Now I am here with John. It's not a John Abraham, but the John Matthew. So welcome, Mr. John Matthew, and thanks for your valuable time for this podcast. And definitely we will discuss more about your brand and your coffee journey.
Sure.
So can you just introduce to my viewers what exactly Coffee Craft, what you are, how about your brands and everything?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for having me on your show. So my name is John. I am one of the directors of Jodeva Hospitality, which is the brand that owns Coffee Craft. Coffee Craft is a coffee shop that's located at Dahisar West. We're located right by the link road, so the location's great if you want to drop by sometime. And yeah, it's a coffee shop that serves fantastic coffee and some good live food. So come down if you get some time.
So you mean to say each and everything is a coffee and related to the coffee here?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for good coffee, I don't know a better place.
Great. So as a company means what's your vision, sir?
So Coffee Craft is very much a place where we've tried to create an environment where work from home culture can be honed in, where I mean it says work from home, but a lot of people have the opportunity now to in fact come and sit work, have Wi-Fi available, have a good space available, good lighting, have that food and coffee options, the service available right now. So we're trying to get in that culture and kind of grow that, where work from home becomes like work from Coffee Craft sort of thing.
Okay, you mean to say your cafe has that opportunity for the professionals who need a space and simultaneous electric supply and the Wi-Fi.
Absolutely.
So this is for them.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. But anyone can come here and enjoy your coffee.
Yeah, I mean, that is demographic, but that being said, we also have a full kitchen with burgers available and fries available and snacks available and dinner options available, wraps available. So it's not just a place where you come to work, but you can drop by in the evening for a quiet conversation with a friend, for a quiet dinner, because most restaurants you go to nowadays are very crowded and stuff like that. So it's a place where you can come, sit, relax, eat some good food and enjoy a quiet evening. I mean, if that's your vibe.
That's a great. So you know that nowadays people's generally in a family, wife never allowed to husband to drink liquor. Okay, because everyone knows that liquor is not good for health. So do you think that coffee is a healthy drink, or it has some issue with the health as well?
So I have been reading the statistic quite a lot nowadays, where I've heard that millennials were the the biggest bunch that drank a lot, and Gen Z is now moving away from alcohol, and they've kind of reduced how much alcohol is consumed by Gen Zs compared to millennials. And I think that's because of the whole wave that is going on now, with health being a very big thing and wellness being a very big thing. So I think, to be honest, coffee, I think, especially when had black, does have health benefits. But that being said, see, everything in moderation is fantastic. Too much of anything is not good. So
yes, but I heard about that coffee can rectify your liver. So it is more, that the craziest thing in the alcoholic people, they feel, chalo, alcohol peene ke baad agar there are some damages of the liver, so we can have some coffees as well.
Yeah. So coffee had black does have health benefits. I think 2 or 3 cups a day is what is recommended generally. But again, that's black coffee.
Okay, so ultimately what I understand, if you are an alcoholic person, if you more causes about your health, so parallelly you can have some coffee, so you know that at least your liver will be safe. You mean to say that?
Yeah, I mean, see, you don't have to have coffee just because of health reasons. You can have it because you enjoy it. There's no harm in having coffee with a little bit of milk and sugar from time to time, as long as you enjoy it. So alcohol is not the reason to have or not have coffee. coffee is its own drink. It does not need alcohol as a supporting thing, whether you should have it or not. So whether you have alcohol or you don't have alcohol, you should have coffee. Coffee is good for you in general. It elevates the mood, makes
So
you feel
coffee
good.
is for all.
It's for all, 100%.
Great. So means you are into this business since so many years. So means ऐसा क्या घटा आपके साथ कि why you came into this business and why coffee craft?
So, hospitality as a business is something that I think is not everyone's cup of tea.
Okay.
You really need to have like a people orientation. You need to be someone who enjoys working with people, enjoys serving people. And that's something that I've always had in life, that I do like to be of help to others and stuff like that. So with that in mind, hospitality was what I thought that I should be working in. And Coffee Craft, very honestly, was, the timing was perfect, right? We had a location that came up right on the link road. The frontage is fantastic. Maybe you can take a shot of, the entrance of Coffee Craft for your viewers. And it's right on the link road. The space has excellent natural light coming in, and it just sits right. It feels like a place where I would want to come and sit and have a conversation with a friend and have a coffee, and a cold coffee, a hot coffee, whatever. And if I'm feeling that, we did feel that maybe there are more people who feel like that, and that's how it came about.
Yeah, same when you said truly, because when I came here, so even I also impressed by your coffee's aroma.
Yeah.
So means how it's happening, means do you have that your own roaster? It's naturally spreading that aroma near to this place.
So in our case, we actually don't have any like aroma spreading devices and stuff like that. It's all from the coffee itself. If you go by the counter, you will notice that there's about 20 to 30 kgs of coffee beans that are all lined up right at the entrance, and even the coffee machine is right at the entrance. So when you enter, the first aroma, the scent that you get is of fresh coffee being made.
So that is a real aroma,
100%.
which is generated by your coffee
From the machine
espresso from the machine.
Correct.
Okay. So you said that you have a very good menu where people can get that some stuff like a burger, pizza, fries.
Correct.
So can you elaborate a little bit about your menu? What kind of the things in your menu, so our viewers can understand about this?
So I'll give you the progression
cafe.
of it. When we started, we did not have like a live kitchen. We only served pre-made food, like sandwiches and wraps and stuff like that. But as the business went on, one of the things we realized is that we need to give people who are coming in, especially at Coffee Craft, we have a lot of regular customers coming in, as part of better service to them, because they are here almost on a daily basis, because it's, like I said, the morning time is occupied by working guys. So we need to give them that service where they can order fresh food and stuff like that. So with that in mind, we introduced a live kitchen as well, where we introduced, like you said, burgers, pizzas. There's all-day breakfast options available. There are some fantastic egg options available. You've got something like a shakshuka, you've got avocado on toast, etc., etc. Things that are on the healthier side. But again, you also have indulgent stuff, like you have a gochujang burger, which is the Korean burger that everyone's talking about. So yeah, the menu was expanded over the last, after 3 years of not having the live kitchen, we've just introduced it. So it's been, I think, about 5 months now 6 months since we've had the live kitchen, and that menu's growing slowly and steadily.
Okay, so after having this coffee, this is a cappuccino, right?
Yes.
So I personally believe, and it's really means good in taste as well. So except coffee, what is the other product which is you proudly offer to your client from your menu?
I think coffee is the heart of the menu. That's what we're proud of, very proud of the flavor profile that we could get with coffee. But that being said, I think our milkshakes are fantastic as well. We also have a good range of green teas available with us, which is also superb. You should definitely try something if you haven't. But yeah, I think milkshakes are fantastic. You should try something.
So you mean to say after coffee, the milkshakes
Yeah,
is the king
if-
of
if
this
you-
cafe.
Yeah, if you're feeling, I mean, summers are coming in. If you're feeling like a nice hot day is coming and you want to have a milkshake, nothing like trying one of our chocolate frappes or something.
But this is really surprising me. Means coffee is a hot product and milkshake is a cold product. So both standing in front of each other and they are like number one and number two. That's great. So can you just tell me, means what is the birth year of this year?
2021.
2021. It's almost the 4 years you've done it.
Correct.
So, what were the challenges you faced in a beginning time?
So 2021, when we did start Coffee Craft, I think coffee was still Starbucks. And,
Okay, yeah.
that kind of culture. But I think now we've moved out and today people want to try specialty coffee and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, try different types. So if you see our menu also, you do get your regular cappuccinos and espressos and stuff like that. But along with that, you will also find something like a French press and things like that, which you can experiment with, and you can try different styles of making coffee.
So, you mean to say your challenges was not from coffee itself, but it is from the competitor.
It's more from the adaptation of it, right? Because see, when you have like a mass produced thing, it sets habits and sets a tone of what a coffee should be. But when you
True.
walk into like a mass produced and have like a coffee that is made with a lot of milk and sugar and etc., essentially you've lost the taste of what the coffee should be. So it's important that for us, we are not mass produced. We're not making like a lot of stuff, and so whatever we're making nice. We're making like good specialty stuff, which works, which is what we want to be good at.
You mean to say your cafe is a more artisanal cafe?
Yeah,
It is not a industrial kind of
Correct.
the
Correct.
things you are operating here or running here.
Yes.
So it's more artisanal.
Correct. It depends how good the coffee is. Depends on like at Coffee Craft. It depends on the barista. It depends on the beans that you get in. It depends on what you're feeling like. If you're in a good mood, you'll feel the coffee is fantastic. If you're not in a good mood, the coffee will make you feel fantastic.
Oh.
So like that.
So it's a depend on mood as well. Great. So means after spending almost the 4 year in this business, do you feel still you are facing some challenges? Or still you are learning from the industry, or what? What exactly?
Yeah, I mean, challenges will continue to be there, right? I mean, won't we get bored if there are no challenges? There should be.
Okay.
I mean, that keeps you alive, So challenges are there. Like growing the live kitchen was one of the challenges that we did face. Learned, made mistakes, grew from that, etc., etc. So challenges are there. They will always be there, and that's part of the growth journey.
You mean to say every morning there are some challenges which you accept and you spend your time to resolve that?
Yeah, if there is no challenges, then you look for them. Like,
Okay.
What can we do
For the improvement.
Yeah. Why is there no
for,
challenge?
For the just releasing your energy. What exactly?
Yeah, there should be some more challenges, right? Okay, we've reached, like I said, when we didn't have the live kitchen, right? I mean, place was still doing well, everything was okay. But for us, that is not the end of it, right? Because you have to see where you can get better every day. So that's where, even if there is nothing happening that you feel is a challenge, then you need to figure out how you can do better.
So
You don't have to wait for the challenge. You can look.
So end of the day, you look at challenges as an opportunity to improve yourself.
Yes.
Okay, I heard about that coffee has a varieties, because in layman language we just know that this is the coffee. Okay, but when you person behind the kitchen or with the entrepreneur's side, then definitely there are some varieties, there are some deep knowledge required. So what exactly, because viewers want to understand, is there varieties of the coffee, types of the bean, is there any dependency about the coffee taste or texture or color from their farm? What exactly? Can you elaborate?
Coffee as a subject itself is very big.
Oh,
So I don't think I can give you like a one-line answer or a two-sentence
No,
answer.
I'm ready to hear each and everything. At
But
least,
how do you
till
define
the
it?
justify.
From coffee, there is where the beans come from.
Okay.
That will be the first level. Okay. Even when it comes from the same region, right? Sometimes if the rainfall is different,
Oh,
if this year the summer was not good, summer was great, then the beans profile can change. If the soil changes, if when they get it, if the roast level changes, the flavor profile will change. So most people think that when we say fresh coffee, right? People think if I take a coffee bean and I roast it right now and I make a coffee with it, right?
right.
Then it is
This
fresh
is a
coffee.
general.
Yeah, but that's very wrong, right?
Shit. Oh, this is wrong.
Yeah. So how coffee works is that once it's done, the roasting is done. You have to give it a resting period.
Oh,
So, I mean, in our case, see, the resting period depends on the roasting, and it depends on what you want out of the coffee. So, once the coffee is roasted, you need to let it rest for 7 days, 1 month, 2 months, depending on what you want to get from the coffee before you make the coffee.
okay. You
It's
mean to
not
say
just-
that the roasting is called that aging. So
Aging,
you need to
correct.
age your coffee after
Correct.
roasting,
Correct.
not
Correct.
before roasting.
Correct. So it depends on what a particular coffee shop wants to do with its coffee, what profile it's looking for, how much acidity it's looking for, what kind of flavor profile that is looking for. That then decides. So fresh coffee, everyone's image is कि roast किया, अभी का भी बनाया और दे दिया, तो fresh coffee.
It is not like that way.
That's not how it works.
So you mean to say this coffee, this cappuccino made by Coffee Bean, it's already aged minimum 7 days. You mean to say after roasting?
Correct.
Oh, this is something new for me. So it is not related to coffee craft. It is what you said. It is for the entire
Industry.
cafe industry or coffee
Yes.
industry.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, something new. That's great. So every day you are having a coffee, I personally believe. So
I have 3 coffees.
every day 3 coffee, huh?
Yes.
So all 3 coffee are the different coffee or the same coffee every time?
So one will be an Americano, one would be a cortado, and one would probably be a latte. These are the
So Americano, the second one, cortado
and latte.
latte.
So these
So-
are the ones that I ate generally.
Okay, I heard about that espresso and other varieties of the coffee. What is that? How you define means this is a latte, this
both.
is a cappuccino, this is the
So that's
Americano,
just-
this is the espresso. How you define it?
See, sabka base wahi hai. Like
Okay.
everything is with the espresso is the base for everything, right? Then depending on how much milk, foam you put, the name changes. So if
Okay.
you go for a cappuccino, it has more foam, less milk. If you go for a latte, more milk, less foam, etc., etc. Macchiato will have like a dash of just the foam, etc., etc. So I mean, these are just names. To be very honest, what you should be looking for in a coffee is when I order the coffee, do I like it or no?
Oh.
Don't get. I mean, names are just
Just
fancy
to
ways to-
fancy way to
yeah.
attract.
I mean, you should like your coffee. That's it.
That's it.
you
So
like
I need to understand more about your second varieties of the coffee because I heard first time. What was that name?
What is that?
Americano you said, latte you said, and the third cortado. So what is that exactly, cortado?
So to me, the way I like to have my cortado is I will take my espresso shot. I will put in like a dash of milk,
Okay,
and some foam in it. That's it.
that's it. So that is that can be available in different cafes or it's
no.
specialized coffee which only available in
I mean,
coffee craft.
it's not very mainstream, so not a lot of people have it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something that is there available. If you go to a coffee shop and you tell them that I'd like to have a cortado, chances are they will make it for you, even if it's not on the menu.
Okay. So that's a really means amazing information for me as well. So you know that each and every organization has their vision plan, like 5 years, 10 years. So what is the means coffee craft vision plan? Let's talk about by 2030, next 4 years. Means
How do I say? See, coffee craft is here to serve a need in the community. So at 2030, if it continues to serve that need in the community, it will continue to exist the way it is, or it will evolve to what the community needs at that point of time. So our vision for Coffee Craft will always be that it has to serve a purpose. It has to solve a problem for somebody for it to be what it is, or it has to evolve to become where a problem gets solved.
No, you mean to say that now you said that you have the single outlet like Coffee Craft.
Correct.
So till the 2030, you want to be a single outlet with the artisanal coffee, you want to be multiply, because now it's located in a Borivali, right?
Correct.
And someone accidentally came here and they have a good coffee from Coffee Craft,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And unfortunately, that person lives in a Dadar.
Right. Correct.
Okay, so if that person need a second time, how that person get it your coffee?
They come back to Dahisar.
Come back to here.
Yeah,
But that person can't get an opportunity to one Coffee Craft outlet in a Dadar.
Okay, let me give you an example. See, again, like I said, the Coffee Craft was started because it solved a problem for this community over here.
Okay.
If tomorrow I feel there is this kind of a problem that Coffee Craft can solve in the Dadar community, then we open one over there.
Okay.
But okay, now this becomes a little bit more philosophical. Okay. The idea of everyone's idea of growth. You have one outlet, now you have 5 outlets, so you have grown, right?
That's true. The general people understand the same way.
Yeah, that's the idea of growth.
To me, कि भाई 5 आउटलेट है तो अब तो बहुत पैसे कमा रहा है.
हाँ, I mean, to me, growth has to be that okay. In 2021, Coffee Craft was doing this for its customers. 2 years, 3 years down the line, it did so much more for its customers. Because the customers needed it at that point in time. In 2030, the customers needed something else, and Coffee Craft was able to provide it. Okay. Now, coming to your example of there is a customer in Dadar, he really likes Coffee Craft, and now he wants to have Coffee Craft in Dadar, so we have to go and for him
because nowadays most of that multinational brands or the national wide brand, they are doing like that way. They just open their outlet in a different city.
Correct.
And they simply said that we came here to serve a good coffee to our client, the local people.
I mean, if that works for them, that works for them. That's great, right? That is one way to grow. For me, serving this community is as important as serving everybody else also. मतलब मैं आपको एक सिंपल सा एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, राइट? कि लेट से आप वेकेशन के लिए कहाँ गए थे लास्ट? लाइक वेयर वाज द लास्ट टाइम यू वेंट समवेयर फॉर अ वेकेशन?
ऑनेस्टली लास्ट 2 साल पहले मैं एक्चुअली दुबई गया था.
करेक्ट. तो
अपने फैमिली के साथ में.
वेरी नाइस. आई होप यू हैड अ गुड एक्सपीरियंस.
या.
So now if you feel like going to Dubai again?
अभी तो नहीं. Definitely I want to explore the other cities.
But if you feel like, you will still have to go to Dubai, right?
Yeah, right. That's
Dubai यहाँ नहीं आएगा.
नहीं आएगा. That's, oh my goodness. चलो, that's a great. So I personally believe कि those love it the Coffee Craft coffee, they definitely come to here. Correct. That not matter कि they lives in a Dadar, the Mumbai CST.
Coffee Craft's growth has to mean something, not just profit, grow, number.
That. So, for example, suppose if someone watching this video, okay, and after this video, he loves in a coffee business or he loves coffee and he want to start their own cafe or coffee business. So, what kind of the licenses required?
Pretty standard to a restaurant. I mean, you will need your gumastas, you will need your fire compliance. I mean, again, see, it depends on whether you have a live kitchen or you don't have a live kitchen.
Okay.
So if you do, then you will need like fire compliance, you will need your FSSI, you will need your health certificate. Standard 5-6 licenses are there. You will have to go for like a restaurant only, more or less.
So whatever the require for the general restaurant, the same license like GST, Gumasta, FSSI, and whatever the needed through the local municipal corporation.
If you have a live kitchen.
Okay.
If you don't have a live kitchen, then you don't need the cooking license, and fire compliance will still be needed, but you will not need like a full-on cooking license, right? Because you're.
Oh, you mean to say you are talking about the other menus product?
हाँ, मतलब
लाइव किचन इट मींस कि हाँ आपको पिज्जा बर्गर ऐसा कुछ बनाना है, फ्राइज वगैरह करना है, राइट?
अगर गैस नहीं है आपके पास तो 1-2 लाइसेंसेस कम हो जाते हैं.
कम हो जाता है.
करेक्ट.
And what kind of the initial machines required for this kind of
For a
the
coffee shop?
coffee shop?
You will need a very good coffee machine itself, like
The espresso machine.
you will need one of those. Depending on the size, you can take like a single broiler or a double broiler.
Okay.
उसमें साइज वेरी करता है कि आपको क्या लगता है कि वहाँ पे
कितना कॉफी बनेगा, कैसा बनाना है.
करेक्ट. यू नीड अ गुड ग्राइंडर दैट कैन मेक, मतलब कॉफी में कैसा रहता है कि बीन्स को लेने के बाद आपको जो साइज पे उसको ग्राइंड करना है, तो उसके लिए आपको एक ग्राइंडर लगता है, तो वो आपको वो आई मीन दीज टू थिंग्स आर बेस ऑफ एवरीथिंग एल्स फॉर अ कॉफी शॉप.
You mean to say कॉफी मशीन ले लिया, ग्राइंडर ले लिया, there are some miscellaneous accessories, a small equipment. Then your coffee
all the supporting stuff, major stuff ये दो अच्छा, मतलब इन द सेंस ये इक्विपमेंट तो बहुत चाहिए
राइट.
बट ये दो अगर आपने अच्छे से लिया है, लाइक यू नो विद द आइडिया दैट आई वांट टू सर्व समथिंग good or something, then these are your major two things that you should be looking at.
Okay, and what is the roughly budget required to just start one coffee shop or cafe?
Depends on the size. So अगर आप एक 500 square feet के आसपास का सोचोगे तो somewhere about 30, I mean considering 30 and 20.
No, I'm talking about including all, like machine, interior, chair, cup, everything.
Again size पे depend करता है. तो see, I don't know what it is now to go and buy, but I'm guessing inflation must have kicked in a little bit. But back in 2021, when we opened a 500 square feet coffee craft, we did it for roughly around 30 lakhs.
You mean to say आज से लगभग 4-5 साल पहले जब आप लोग ने स्टार्ट किया था, so that is around the 500 square feet or what?
500 square feet. We started.
So उस टाइम पे लगभग 30 लाख के आसपास लगा. तो अगर मैं बोलता हूँ अगर आज करे, so I think हंसते हंसते एक 50 लाख तो आराम से.
40-50.
Where you get each and everything like machine, furniture, air conditioning.
This is just the opening cost.
Opening cost.
Okay.
Then what is the other cost is there?
Whenever you get into a hospitality based business like a coffee shop or a restaurant or anything, you need to have 6 months runway.
अच्छा 6 मंथ का ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट आपके पास रहा.
तो आपको जो लगता है कि मेरा ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट निकलने वाला है उसका 6 महीना एटलीस्ट आपके पास होना चाहिए फॉर इट टू बी अ सेफ बेट. क्योंकि जेस्टेशन पीरियड किसके लिए भी लगेगा, क्योंकि एक 6 महीना तो आपको देना पड़ेगा कस्टमर्स को समझने को कि ओके क्या मिलता है, क्या प्रोडक्ट है, कैसा है, फॉर देम टू कम बैक, थोड़ा ट्रायल एरर करने को आपके साथ, ये ट्राई किया पसंद नहीं आया, वो ट्राई किया पसंद आया एक्सेट्रा. तो उसमें एक 6 महीना तो आपको देना पड़ेगा, तो वो रनवे होना जरूरी है.
तो अगर मैं बोलूँ कि चलो भाई एक 50 लाख डाल के 500 स्क्वायर फीट का एक कैफे भी डाल दिया हमने, ओके, और 6 महीने का बैकअप है, तो हाउ मच यू फील लाइक रफली कितना होना चाहिए 6 महीने का बैकअप के लिए?
पकड़ो ना, एक 60-65 तक आपके पास होना चाहिए.
मतलब
50
पर मंथ का एक 3 लाख रुपीस का बैकअप होना चाहिए, जिसमें आई थिंक रेंट है.
करेक्ट. दैट इज योर, आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू विल नीड इट,
but at least you should have.
Hope that you don't need it. But you should.
पहले दिन से अगर अच्छा बिजनेस चल रहा है तो no need.
Correct.
अगर समझो कहीं ऊपर नीचे हो तो एटलीस्ट आपको सस्टेन करने के लिए.
क्योंकि सस्टेन नहीं करोगे तो प्रॉब्लम वो है ना, that if you don't give people like some time to discover it, learn about it, grow with it, then it becomes difficult for them to be regulars with it.
So do you think that कि किसी के पास समझो बजट है, सो बस वो बजट है तो कॉफी हो गया, कि पैशन भी होना चाहिए कॉफी शॉप के लिए? व्हाट यू फील लाइक, बजट इम्पोर्टेंट और पैशन इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर रन कॉफी शॉप? व्हाट?
Passion is overrated. Very overrated. You need to have budget होना तो 100% जरूरी है.
That is important. The core is a budget.
But you need to have थोड़ा एक्सिक्यूशनल क्या बोलते हैं माइंडसेट होना चाहिए कि कॉफी शॉप है, मेरे को उसको रन करना है, आई वांट टू लाइक कस्टमर्स आएंगे तो इट हैज टू बी अ कस्टमर ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच. मेरे को बहुत पसंद है कॉफी, तो मैं कॉफी जाके कॉफी शॉप में पी लूंगा. अगर मेरे को चलाना है तो माय पैशन कैन नॉट बी कॉफी, माय पैशन हैज टू बी दैट आई वांट टू सर्व द कस्टमर्स हु आर कमिंग इन, राइट? इट कैन नॉट बी.
सो यू मीन टू से बजट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Serving a coffee, that kind of the passion should have it.
That you should have.
Or
passion that I like to have coffee is for a customer.
Right. So what I understand कि एक तो बजट बहुत important रोल करता है.
100%.
सेकेंड, आपको कॉफी पिलाना है लोगों को. वो जो एटीट्यूड है वो होना चाहिए. और सेकेंड थर्ड आई थिंक द कैलकुलेटिव कॉन्फिडेंस वी कैन
Correct.
कॉल इट. कैलकुलेटिव कॉन्फिडेंट कि कितना मुझे कॉस्टिंग करना है, क्या प्राइसिंग है.
क्योंकि बजट का कैसा है ना यार कि अगर आप सेट नहीं करोगे ना कि मेरे को इतने में करना है तो होने को तो वो 1 करोड़ का खुल जाए.
1 करोड़ का भी खुल जाएगा, बट इट्स अ डिपेंड.
करेक्ट.
So, yeah, that's really informative session. So, you like it, this coffee?
I love it.
You love it, huh? Great. So, means if what do you call? Means अभी जो youth है, या we call it nowadays Gen Z.
Gen Z.
So, is there any statement from Mr. John Matthew to the Gen Z or the new youth who want to come into coffee business, or you want to start your own cafe? Means
I mean, मेरे से स्टेटमेंट लेके क्या मिले. But
competitor बढ़ जाएंगे.
See, Gen Z's or whoever is doing what they're doing, they have to do things that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be a coffee shop. It doesn't have to be a restaurant. It doesn't have to be. It has to be something that you enjoy doing. As long as you enjoy doing it.
Means whatever the variety you want to do it. It may be the coffee shop, yeah, restaurant, cafe, or the any cafe, and anything else. If you don't want to enjoy your own work, there is no
correct. Half the
need to come inside.
Half the battle is getting up in the morning and going and doing what you like to do. I enjoy doing it.
Great. So this is a very good session, I think, and I just want to one statement. We call it. It's a invitation statement to your consumer. Those knows what is the coffee craft, and simultaneously those want to know what is the coffee craft. What will be that?
Okay.
For your consumer,
if you're someone who enjoys a quiet cup of coffee, likes to have conversations, meaningful conversations, then Coffee Craft is the place. Please drop by, have a sip of the coffee, give us feedback. If you like it, don't like it, we want to improve on it. Thank you so much.
So how people will search Coffee Craft Borivali or Coffee Craft Kandivali? How are you located in a Google?
It'll come down as Borivali or Dahisar, not in Kandivali for sure.
Not a Kandivali. So Coffee Craft Borivali, you can search it through the Google, then you will get the location. Come here, nice place, and good music, good food, good people, and the lovable coffee.
Thank you so much.
So thanks for watching this podcast. Please feel free to comment your thoughts on this podcast. Is this useful for you? Is there any suggestion? You're most welcome. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe, and yes, bell icon dabana na bhule. And if you're from the like a CBI industry, chocolate bakery and ice cream, you can use that C word for coffee as well.
I just got that.
And if you are from Horeca's segment like hotel, restaurant, catering, or if you belong from HVACR industry or MEP engineering, feel free to contact me for podcasting of your brands and your product. My number is 99671 49769, and my email address is bhk bedroom hall kitchen sonar@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for your lovable statement, and
I hope
coffee. It's a cappuccino.
I hope I was able to help.